I can't borrow enough money. You know what I mean? I could spend more money than is humanly possible on this campaign. Why? Because I've achieved nirvana in marketing, which is what? To break even. Nice to make some money on the front end. I'll show you some campaigns, but that's not what we're going for. If you can get a customer for free, you win. You've got to know the statistic, and the statistic is you need to be able to work out your cost per lead. Cost per lead. Does anyone know what that is? You know what cost per lead is? You know what cost per lead is? Cool. Oh, I'm so excited for you guys. So I get so excited with that stuff because it's like you can never go back. You know, it's like Oliver Wendell Holmes said, once a mind is stretched by a new concept, it can never go back to its old dimensions. So cost per lead is the cost. How much does it cost you to get a customer or potential client to give you their contact details? That's a lead. So they're not a customer yet, but it's like, hey, here's a free report on 10 things you need to do before you 10 things you need to know about your headaches. So it's like, oh, I like that information. Or I've got a health talk coming up. I've got a talk coming up on fibromyalgia. Someone's like, I'd like to come. They put their details in. That's a lead. But they're not a customer yet. So it's the lead. You got me? So it's like all they are now is information in your CRM. You got it? Yep. So let's give you an example. We do an advert on Facebook, $250. And let's keep the numbers round. Let's say $100 we spend on the advert, and we get 50 people to say to give us their details to come to the talk. What's the cost per lead? 50 cents. Yeah, so 50 cents a lead. $2. Oh, so 100 divided by thing. So we got $2 a lead all day long. You'll take it all day long, like cheap as chips. Like, wow, someone gave you paid $2 to get someone's details. Amazing. But now you got 50 of them. Next number. So cost per lead, we're all good with? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Next one is where everyone goes like, this is the big one for by the way, like I'm really good at calling BS, but like one of the things you'll see online, and they'll be like, people will say like, our marketing's so good, we generated like X amount of leads for so many, and that's an important metric, but how many of them actually come in? So that is cost per customer or client. So then let's carry on with the math. So we had spent 100. Let's go for it. So we spent 100, and we got 50 leads. We got 50 leads, right? Leads, and that works out to equals $2 a lead, right? Cool. How many of the 50 actually come in for an examination? 25. Cool, 25. So then we've spent so 100. So 25 come in. Two things you have to watch out for. One is if you just go 25 came in, what is the offer first of all? So how much were they paying for the exam? $40. Cool. So we got 20. And so now that's cost per lead. Now cost per client is we've got 20. We spent 100 still. So 100, and of the 50, I'm going to drop it down a bit. 10 came in times $40 equals $400. So what is our cost per? So we spent 100, and just on the front end, what's the difference? 300. Yeah, so we made 300 on the front end. So now you have now it's actually better than this. Nirvana in marketing, nirvana is to break even on the front end. you can break even in the front end. You got a customer for free. You can do that all, you couldn't borrow enough money. Spend 100, make 100. But you get 10 people. Now this, you made money in the front end. But now because remember, don't get started for this now, because if I had to build any of my businesses on making money in the front end, I'd be screwed. Money's always in the back end, right? So that was just a good example. But now let's up the ante a little bit. So let's say we spent, let's make it a bit more realistic. We spend, let's change the figures up a bit. Or we just go, of the 10, let's say we only got one customer. So we only got one customer at $40, so it's 40. So we spent 100 and we got, so it cost us, in this case, what did it cost? It cost us 60 to get one customer, right? Do you guys get that? The difference? Yeah? Yeah, one exam. So our cost per client was $60.
Okay. The client defined is somebody who shows up and gets anything.
Yeah.
They haven't even decided, they haven't seen what's going on yet.
No.
They're in the office.
But if you imagine you can generate customers all that. Now let's change the number so it's break even. So 40, so let's go, you actually got 2. Now bearing in mind, okay, so if I say to someone, how did the Facebook go? This is very important what I'm doing now. And I say to someone, how did the Facebook ad go? And they're like, it sucked, man. Didn't work for us. Tell me more. Well, we only got 3 new patients. And even worse than that, 50 people said yes, when only 3 came in. Waste of time. All the time it happens. So you go, oh, tell me more. How much did you spend? I spent 100, and 3 times 40, 120. So they made a profit of $20. You made so you broke even on the front end. Can you afford to do it all day long? That's why I say you don't get paid on percentage. You get paid on knowing that number. But what everyone does is like, I spent 100, only 3 people came in. Like, but you will break even the fucking front end. So who cares? You understand? You can do it all day long. Like, somebody go, I can't borrow enough money. You know what I mean? I could spend more money than is humanly possible on this campaign. Why? Because I've achieved nirvana in marketing, which is what? To break even. Nice to make some money on the front end, and I'll show you some campaigns, but that's not what we're going for. If you can get a customer for free, you win. You win. You can get a customer free. But if you know your numbers, now this is going to be cool for you. Listen, now you're going back and go like, how's the campaign? How's the campaign? No, it was awesome. We're positive on the front end. Like I get my screening stats every week, and at one point when I wasn't looking at my cost per client, it was like it climbed up high. So we had a 2 model, then we went to a 1 to decrease cost, and then all of a sudden, like, so now the girl who runs my screening department, she loves coming to me, going like, amazing week, we were positive on the front end. I'm like, fucking awesome, well done, man. 5 screenings last week, and we made $20. But we got 100 new patients. And we got customers, we got 100 customers for free. Fucking rock star, awesome. But there's many weeks where it's not like that. Then it's like, how did we last? Cost per client was, if you take into what they spent, cost per client was $25. Awesome. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Good? Yeah. See some cogs turning. So now you're in control of your destiny. But this, I promise you, this is going to happen. If you stay in Ryan's world, you're going to come to me one day and you're going to go like, that thing didn't work. And I'm going to go, tell me more. And then you're going to tell me your math. And then as you're telling me your math, you're going to be like, oh, actually, it kind of, never mind. It kind of did work. All the time. Because I understand that the concept of generating double this, 100 leads and only 3 come in. And then you're like, oh, it didn't work. But you got 3 customers for free. Why? I'm not saying, now we go, okay, how do we turn the 3 into 10 from the 100? And then we go better and better and better and better. But how many of you are prepared to experiment when you're making money on the front end? Yeah, wow, like amazing. You know, even if it's under $10, $20. You guys get that? Cool, hey? Everyone say that's cool.